From left to right, they are Maggie Ethier, Abbie Blake, Monique Duncan, and Elizabeth Broxton. They didn't come in search of sympathy. They came to support ThinkCure, hoping their stories might motivate someone to give. For Maggie Ethier, cancer took the life of the strongest member of her family, her grandfather, who she describes as one tough cowboy.
They found out he had renal cancer, and they actually very quickly operated, took what was about a football-sized tumor off of his, pretty much everywhere. It had connected to everything, but they took his kidney as well as the football-sized tumor out. Gave him 2 months to live, and he died just 1 week short of the 2 months that they had given him. To see a disease affect someone that in your mind is just so unbreakable it was really hard.
Abbie Blake lost her father to cancer.
The fall of '99, my parents sat me down and told me that my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, and Casey and I were due to be married that October, so we went through the highs and lows of all the different emotions of dealing with a sick father and not knowing with terminal cancer how long you have with that person. So we went ahead and we went through with the wedding, and fortunately we had 2.5 years with my dad, and so within that time frame we had our first daughter, and so my dad was able to meet Bailey, but unfortunately my kids don't obviously remember him or have never known my dad. So for me, that's probably the hardest part, is growing up with such a wonderful man in my life and my kids not to have that opportunity.
Monique Duncan's mother already suffered from kidney failure when she received even more bad news.
In 2005, during a random examination, they detected breast cancer. She was the first in her family to be diagnosed with any type of cancer. And I'm happy to say that my mom, as of now, is cancer-free and is patiently awaiting a kidney transplant.
Elizabeth Broxton's grandmother was diagnosed with lung cancer just 2 months ago. Thought to be terminal at first, the cancer is now believed to be survivable.
It's better, but seeing her go downhill like all these girls have said, I mean, the hair falling out and not having any energy and her bones hurting, and she's saying it's the worst pain she's ever had, and she's had 2 kids, and that's tough to know that this, you know, woman who's so strong and you thought nothing could touch her, here she is in bed half the day, you know, just aching all over from something, you know, this destructive.
Despite the suffering they've seen and felt, each of these ladies knows there is hope for a cancer cure.
And I think it helps the person that's suffering to know that, you know, you've got such hope that they can beat this disease.
Just think of your children. I think of my girls, and I think at the point when they're my age or they're having their children or their grandchildren, this could possibly be over. We might have a cure, maybe not for every type of cancer, but maybe for, you know, a few, and just have the hope that maybe you can change the life of your child or your grandchildren. I just think with the technology we have now, and it's a possibility, and what more could we hope for?